And I think what really made us comfortable is one of our partners in another market had already worked with them, spoke highly of their integrity and their ability to execute. Those two qualities are really important in our business. Of course, there's always the due diligence process of going through contracts and talking about the market. And we just felt a lot of comfort with the brands that they've already had success with.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is John Keeber. He is the CEO of Nevis Brands. And John, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Great, Steve. Thanks for having me back. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. And especially when you have more exciting news out, and you've really gone through the process with us of how you see growth in the company coming, and that is to find a partner, head into a jurisdiction, and really start to see sales. And that's what you're announcing again here today.
That's right. Yeah, we're really happy to be going into Illinois. It's a market we've looked at for some time, billion plus market for cannabis, and we think we found the right partner. We had a couple other opportunities to go into that market, but we've learned with our successful partners like Stash House and the five markets we've expanded to in the last year, finding the right partner is really half our success. The other half being delivering a great product like Major.
Yeah. So we'll talk about Major in a second, but maybe just tell me a bit about this partner. What is it that set them apart from the others?
So Francisco already has experience delivering a number of edibles brands to market. And I think what really made us comfortable is one of our partners in another market had already worked with them, spoke highly of their integrity and their ability to execute. Those two qualities are really important in our business. Of course, there's always the due diligence process of going through contracts and talking about the market. And we just felt a lot of comfort with the brands that they've already had success with.
Is Illinois a unique market to go into? Is there things that you're learning from other markets as you head into Illinois?
Well, the biggest thing is just the concentration of population. That's a big one for us. But I think the other part is just the structure of ownership with dispensaries. In some markets, for example, you see this in Arizona and Nevada. You see a lot of dominance by MSOs, multi-state operators who are controlling the chains and controlling pricing. We still compete in those markets, but it does present more challenges. Illinois does have a number of controls in place that allow for a more competitive marketplace. We see this in New Jersey, we see this in Missouri, and you see less price compression, and you just see a better run market. That's why we like Illinois so much.
Yeah. So let's talk about Major. Obviously, it's going into this market. You've seen great success in other markets already. Remind everyone about this brand and why you're seeing so much success in these markets that you're heading into.
So Major is a 100 milligram beverage, which for those of you in Canada sounds high, but that's the market here in the US. It's for the heavy user. It's for people who want to consume cannabis enjoyably, but also efficiently. 100 milligrams definitely delivers the goods. We have an emulsion, which is a nano emulsion, which allows people to feel the effects within about 12 to 15 minutes. But we found a way to make this product taste good. It's hard to jam 100 milligrams of cannabis without getting sort of that grassy, oily taste that you get in a lot of other products. When you drink Major, it's like drinking Kool-Aid. It really goes down that easy. And people who try other products always seem to come back to Major saying they don't really have anything quite like it. So yeah, we started in four states, Steve. I think when we first started talking about a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
we're now in 10 states, plus this Delta 9 hemp marketplace, which expands to broader United States. We can talk about that more in another call. But Major has just shown that despite other drinks being delivered to market, it stands out and consumers have preferences for it. And I know this call's about Illinois, but we we did a road show in New Jersey last week, and it's always interesting for me to go to 25 different dispensaries and get feedback. And I came away from that trip just all the more convinced that we have a product that really stands out and that people want to believe in, from buyers to bud tenders to the actual users. So um, that's why we think we've had a successful formula, successful product. We've had these great partners. When you have that triumvirate, we tend to see success in the market.
And John, just lastly on that success that you were talking about, in the news release, you say that Major's expected to surpass 15 million in sales this year. That's a lofty milestone that you soon will be able to reach.
Did close to 10 million. Again, this is at the wholesale level.
Yeah.
So we collect a royalty of about 20 to 25% of that. That's what we book as a company. But retail sales, it's actually a low number. We think we'll be past 20 million. Retailers tend to mark our product up 2x. So you have a brand that's doing $20 million of retail in the US marketplace. We think that shows staying power. We think that shows power to the brand. It's not something that's happened overnight. It's taken a lot of hard yards to get to this point.
Absolutely. John, thanks so much. Good update and good luck in Illinois. I look forward to seeing how it all rolls out.
Thanks so much, Steve. Thank you.
All right. John Keeber, the CEO of Nevis Brands.